Namaste. Welcome back to my YouTube channel eEducator. Okay, in this video we'll discuss about standard 10 subject social science and chapter number 17 economic problems and challenges here, poverty and unemployment. So if you are new and if you have not subscribed my channel, click on subscribe button to subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Here we'll discuss about the textbook exercise. In this video we discuss about the textbook exercise. Number of other videos are uploaded in a channel. Subscribe, see the playlist, you can have the videos. Otherwise see the description box of this video, you can also have the video link of the previous chapters uploaded. Those जो चैप्टर बाकी है वो भी मैं ट्राई करूंगा कि जल्द से जल्द आपको अपलोड कर पाऊँ यहाँ से. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट द डिस्कशंस ऑफ लेसन नंबर 17. जो आपने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और आपके फ्रेंड को शेयर कीजिए. लेट्स स्टार्ट. Okay, chapter number 17. Let us discuss first the weightage of lesson number 17 here. Okay, lesson number 17, chapter number 17 as a weightage. Total weightage is 8 marks. Okay, it is a weightage of 8 marks. 8 marks weightage. Okay, so it is important for the section D. It is important, lesson number 17. It is important for a section D. There will be जनरली ये लेसन के अंदर से 4 मार्क्स के 2 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. कितने? 4 मार्क्स के 2 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. एक क्वेश्चन होता है पॉवर्टी का, एक क्वेश्चन होता है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का. ओके, क्योंकि चैप्टर के अंदर 2 पार्ट दिए गए, पॉवर्टी एंड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. तो सेक्शन डी के अंदर एक क्वेश्चन 4 मार्क्स का एक क्वेश्चन होगा वो पॉवर्टी का होगा. ओके, और एक क्वेश्चन होगा वो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का होगा. क्योंकि जनरली 4 मार्क्स का होता है. पर लास्ट जो मार्च 25 का जो एग्जाम हुआ, मार्च 25 में एक क्वेश्चन सेक्शन डी में पूछा गया था 4 मार्क्स का, और एक क्वेश्चन सेक्शन सी में पूछा गया था 3 मार्क्स का, और एक ऑब्जेक्टिव था. सो जनरली 4 मार्क्स के 2 क्वेश्चन ही आते हैं. अगर आपको लेसन नंबर 17 तैयार कर रहे हो तो आपको 4 मार्क्स से ही करना है, 4 मार्क्स से ही रिलेशन करना है. अगर वो 3 में आ जाता है फिर भी आप लिख पाओगे, 4 में आता है फिर भी लिख पाओगे आप. ओके, जनरली ये चेंज होता नहीं है. लास्ट एग्जाम में हुआ था, तो हो सकता है कि ये थोड़ा सेक्शन सी में आ जाए, तो सेक्शन सी में आए तो भी वो लिख सकते हो आप, सेक्शन डी में आए फिर भी लिख. तो आपको जनरली लेसन नंबर 17 के अंदर से लॉन्ग आंसर है वो प्रिपेयर करने हैं. इसमें लॉन्ग आंसर बहुत ही बड़े दिए गए हैं, लेसन भी लॉन्ग लेसन दिया गया है और उसके आंसर भी बहुत लॉन्ग दिए गए. सो प्रिपेयर द आंसर्स ऑफ 17 सेक्शन डी के अंदर से. जनरली सेक्शन डी के अंदर लेसन नंबर 5 सेक्शन डी में लेसन नंबर 5, लेसन 10 एंड 17, ये 3 लेसन ऐसे हैं जिसमें से 2-2 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. 3 लेसन ऐसे दो लेसन 5 के 2, लेसन 10 के 2, लेसन 17 के 2 और लेसन 21 का एक क्वेश्चन होता है. ओके, लास्ट टाइम ये चेंज हुआ था. लास्ट टाइम क्या चेंज हुआ? 17 में से एक ही क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था, एक जो क्वेश्चन लेसन नंबर 4 से आ गया था. सो जनरली लेसन नंबर 4 में 3 मार्क्स का आता है, तो 3 मार्क्स वाले की जगह पर यहाँ पर उन्होंने ये पूछ लिया था और 17 का 3 में डाल दिया था उन्होंने. तो आपने अगर 4 मार्क्स से लिए प्रिपेयर किया तो आप सेक्शन सी में भी लिख सकते हो. यू कैन ऑल्सो राइट इन अ सेक्शन डी हियर. सो डोंट वरी, प्रिपेयर द आंसर्स ऑफ. ओके, यू कैन ऑल्सो हैव ऑप्शंस हियर. यू कैन प्रिपेयर द 2 क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द लेसन 5. सो okay, I used to prepare that. I used to say the student prepare the lesson 5 entire, lesson 10 entire. लेसन 5, लेसन 10 पूरा कर लीजिए, क्योंकि उसमें से ही आपको सेक्शन डी हो जाएगा. कुल टोटल आपको 4 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने होते हैं. सेक्शन डी में आपको 4 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. टोटल दिए के 7 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, 7 में से आपको 4 अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. तो 5 और 10 में से ही आ जाते हैं 2 क्वेश्चंस. अगर आप 17 कर रहे हो, आपको करना है तो आप कर सकते हो, उससे कोई नहीं. कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि दूसरा चैप्टर का क्वेश्चन आ जाए, तो एक बार देख लेना. तो लेकिन क्वेश्चन यही होता है, एक क्वेश्चन पॉवर्टी का होता है, एक क्वेश्चन अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का होता है. आप प्रीवियस ईयर के पेपर भी देख सकते हो. ओके, लास्ट 3-4 साल के पेपर देखिए, आपको पता चल जाएगा कि कैसे क्वेश्चन पूछा हुआ है. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट हियर द टेक्स्ट बुक एक्सरसाइज. ओके, टेक्स्ट बुक एक्सरसाइज, दीज आर द लॉन्ग आंसर. बहुत लॉन्ग आंसर दिए गए यहाँ पर. सो आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन ए डिटेल. एक्सप्लेन द वेरियस सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ अ पॉवर्टी एलिवेशन प्रोग्राम. poverty alleviations program, PAP. Okay, poverty alleviation program. We need to write all the explain various solution of a poverty alleviation program here. So poverty alleviation program may be divided into the 5-6 alleviation remove for the to remove the poverty. What program has been followed by the government here? So poverty alleviation program are divided into the 5 sections. One is wage-based employment program, wage-based employment program. Second, self-employment program, programs related to food security. Fourth number, programs related to social safety, and programs of eliminations of poverty in urban area. These are the into the 5 sections. Later on these are explained in detail here. Now presently a series of programs are implemented in this 5 sections, which are as follow. 5 से related बहुत सारे program implement किए गए हैं, थोड़े यहाँ पर है, हम डिस्कस करेंगे वन बाय वन. Programs under the agriculture sector, the program which follow under the agriculture sector to remove a poverty. So one is a Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Sinchai here, irrigations here, okay, irrigation project or program. So under this Yojana, importance is given to irrigation facilities, to increase irrigation facilities, canal through or a different way here. So irrigation facilities should reach every part of agriculture land. And drip irrigation system, okay, different systems are used. Drip irrigation, fountain irrigation systems can be used here. Even construction of a small check dam, okay, canals are constructed here. So drip irrigation system should be used along with construction of small, big, medium size check dams, okay, combat water problems. Those area which has a water scarcity, water combat, to whatever the problems of a water, if it is scarcity of water, so we need to construct a small dam, medium check dams can be constructed, can be used drip irrigation system to irrigate the farm. Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Now look, under this Yojana, crop insurance, okay, Prime Minister crop insurance, if it is there, Prime Minister crop insurance or Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, both are the same. So in that, insurance is given to the farmer for the crops here. So under this Yojana, crop insurance is given to the farmer. Crop insurance is given to the farmer here. Farmers are to be helped in the time of natural calamities, like floods, heavy rainfalls, or scarcity of rain when crops are destroyed. When the crops are destroyed, certain economic help is given to the farmer here. So it is an insurance of crops. When crops is failed, a certain amount is transferred to the farmer here. So it's some economic support, financial support. This Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is working here. Rashtriya Peyjal Karyakram, National Drinking Water Program, to provide a drink of water all the people. This program has been implemented here. So programs like providing water to every field, okay, every field, irrigation related, improving existing canal network is improved, stop soil erosion, new tube wells for tribal, prevention of salinity, that has been implemented under this Rashtriya Peyjal Karyakram, National Drinking Water Program here. Program of digging ponds, okay, water or shades development areas, constructions of tanks, planting trees and shrubs, and renovations of check dams, etc. have been started under this program here. E-Naam Yojana, E-Naam Electronic Market Yojana. Under this program, agriculture's market has been set up for the farmers, and farmers may get their product listed online trading here. So E-Naam electronic marketing here, you can list your product electronic way, online आपके प्रोडक्ट को बीड कर सकते हो, एंड यू कैन सेल योर प्रोडक्ट हियर फ्रॉम एनी प्लेस. आप ऑनलाइन अपने प्रोडक्ट को बीड करोगे, और जो खरीदार होगा, जो बिजनेसमैन होगा, वो आपको प्रोडक्ट को खरीदेगा, सो बीड करेगा. सो अंडर द प्रोग्राम्स एग्रीकल्चर मार्केट हैज बीन सेट अप फार्मर्स, in which farmer may get product listed online trading here. Now Gramoday say Bharat Uday, this is one of the important one. सब एक साथ में तो नहीं पूछ सकते, ऐसा क्वेश्चन कभी नहीं आ सकता कि सभी एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए आपको बोले। आपको एक या दो या तीन एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए बोल सकते हैं कि एक्सप्लेन इन टू, और नेम देकर भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि एक्सप्लेन द ग्रामोदय से भारत उदय टू रिमूव द पॉवर्टी एलिवेशंस, ओके, रिलेटेड ये। सो ग्रामोदय, मनरेगा, okay, these are the certain important one is Gramoday to the Bharat Uday here. Okay, through these programs help is provided to the farmer to protect their crops from wild animals here. So this generally it's okay, that the various schemes has been implemented under this Gramoday to the Bharat Uday, and protections regarding the crops, wild animals जो crop को नुकसान करते हैं उससे प्रोटेक्शन करने के लिए भी इसके अंदर एक रखा गया है। इकोनॉमिक हेल्प्स इज प्रोवाइडेड टू build fencing to protect their how the farmers can save the crop from the wild animals here. So economic help, financial help is provided to farmer to build fencing, अपने जो फार्म है उसके चारों तरफ वो फेंसिंग बना सके, उसकी वजह से उनको फाइनेंशियल हेल्प सॉरी सब्सिडीज या पैसे दिए जाते हैं फार्मर को। Help is also provided for production of grass for cattle at the time of crisis or drought, and to help the construct cattle shelter here. So certain amount is also financial help is also provided for the production of grass for the cattle, even for the constructions of a cattle shelter. कैटल के शेल्टर कैटल के लिए जो शेल्टर बनाते हैं उसके लिए भी उसको सब्सिडीज और फाइनेंशियल हेल्प दी जाती है। Set up new testing laboratories for production of cotton, pulses, spices, even management to see the farmers get a suitable prices here. So that testing laboratories has been formed, even the management has been done, the farmers are getting a suitable price. Now Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana, okay, this plan is effort to supply electricity to the rural area without any hindrances there, without any electric cuts or without any disturbances. This Yojana has been implemented to provide electricity to rural areas. Rural area means villages के अंदर 24/7 electricity provide करने के लिए ये योजना के थ्रू इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोवाइड की गई है। So that main purpose of this Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana is to provide electricity 24/7 day and night to villages. So day and night providing electricity at home and farms at the concessional rate कम comparing to the urban area, जो यूनिट प्राइस विलेज में होते हैं और विलेज और फार्म के अंदर होते हैं उसका कम होता है। So setting up new electricity substation setup and helping farmers by providing subsidy to purchase equipment for agriculture sector here. Equipment regarding electric motors and those equipment here. So subsidy under the scheme Van Bandhu Kalyan Yojana for all round development of Adivasis. This scheme has been implemented for the Adivasis here. So as per that scheme, Adivasis women are provided with training. Adivasis trainings are provided and guidance for the development of creepers here. So guidance and development of different creepers which grows there in agriculture sector, and the plantations for the construction of pavilions and organic farming. Okay, guidance has been given for the construction of a pavilion, क्यारा जो बनाया जाता है, okay, उनके लिए organic farming के लिए, okay, gardening के लिए, even the packaging के लिए training has been given here. Encouragement to organic farming here, encouragement. So in this helping farmers in registration, registration, paying fees, help in purchasing farm product, arrangement of for training and education of farmers, finance and loaded, arrangement of a setting of a proper market has been given for the organic फार्मिंग। ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग जो ऑर्गेनिक प्रोडक्शन कर रहा है वो फार्मिंग के लिए फार्मर्स के लिए उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन कैसे करना है कि उसके फीस पैसे प्रोडक्ट को परचेज किया जाए, ट्रेनिंग कैसे आपको ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग कर पाओगे उसके लिए ये इम्प्लीमेंट किया गया। Another 6 number मुख्यमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना, मुख्यमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना। Under this the planning is done regarding work related to road here is okay, प्रधानमंत्री ग्राम सड़क योजना okay, it is for the construction of a small road in the villages here. So village panchayats were helped to connect village with another roads and highways here. So village panchayat or gram panchayat is connected with the highways here. So the small villages are connected with the district highways or national highways. Ma Annapurna Yojana, it is also important. Ma Annapurna Yojana. Okay. So under these programs, absolute poor families and peoples living below poverty line in cities and villages are given 35 kg food grain. So 35 kg food grain has been given under the Ma Annapurna Yojana family every month by Gujarat government, which provide free of cost and okay, the poor people here. So in which wheat is given at a cost of 2 rupees. What is the cost of wheat? 2 rupees per kg. Rice 3 rupees per kg, and a fair price of this has been given under the Ma Annapurna Yojana here. Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. Sansad, okay, members of parliament here. Sansad, members of parliament adopt the village and develop the village here. So objective of this scheme is to stop migrations of the people from village or to cities. Okay, and others gram yojana, people who are migrating in the villages, usko yahan se stop karne ka. Now from this members of parliaments improve the education. So members of parliament improve the educations where into the village. They improve the health facilities, employment facilities in villages adopted by them. So those okay, villages adopted by the parliament, members of parliament, they will do the certain kind of a facility, improve the condition of education there, health, employment over a करेंगे. Okay. 9 number, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega, is one of the important one. So Manrega is one of the important for the exams. ये सिर्फ मनरेगा भी 4 मार्क के अंदर आ सकता है. मनरेगा प्लस ग्रामोदय तो भारत जी दोनों मिलके भी 4 मार्क्स के अंदर आ सकते हैं. Now, employment-oriented programs has been implemented under the Manrega program. Manrega program has been popular with the slogan "Our village, our work," along with reasonable prices here. So, the people who are living into the villages, this has been given the work in their villages here only. So, our village, our work, along with the reasonable price. These mottos. Our village, our work here. Now, one person from every families, okay, one person from every families is guaranteed to wage employment. Wage employment, salary based employment. मतलब जो काम करेगी उसके हिसाब से उसको पैसे दिए जाते हैं, wages बोला जाता है. Remunerations, employment for at least 100 days, 7 hours per day in a financial year. It's a responsibility of a government to provide employment under the Manrega program. At least one person from a family, at least 100 days, an entire year, 100 day के लिए उनको काम देना है, एक दिन के 7 hours in a financial year here. If a government fails to provide employment, so if governments fail to provide employment, so as per the rural government has to be unemployment allowances. If government is not able to provide employment to the village or the person, so उनको unemployment allowances देने पड़ेंगे. किसको? जो व्यक्ति को काम नहीं दे पाए वो इनकी. So in this works, different works has been carried out at the village level to provide employment. So like a development of villages, like construction of personal toilet, personal wells, horticulture, labor work, Indira Awas Yojana. Okay, in that way, women. Okay, in that kind of a work, okay, persons from the villages are engaged to do work here. Different list is long, बहुत सारा लंबा लिस्ट है इसके अंदर. अगर ये 4 मार्क्स में आता है तो दूसरा आपको ये ज़्यादा लिखना पड़ेगा इसके अंदर. ये तो शॉर्ट है, इसकी वजह से मैंने मतलब ये जो सब एक्सप्लेनेशन किया है इसलिए मैंने थोड़ा कम लिखा है यहाँ पर. अगर ये सिर्फ 4 मार्क में आता है तो ये पूरा जो टेक्स्ट बुक में दिया है वो फॉलो कीजिएगा. Mission Mangalam Yojana, through this program, state government united women, it is a women empowerment. Mission Mangalam Yojana is for the women empowerment. So united women from families living below poverty line, Sakhi Mandal or self-helping groups has been formed under the Mission Mangal Yojana. So there are given a skill-based training in Sakhi Mandal or self-help groups. Women are provided skill-based training and they may guarantee generate the employment there and themselves through the household industries here. Industries ये 3 नहीं आएगा यहाँ पर. Now the Dattopant Thegdi Vyaj Sahay Yojana, and through this scheme, government provides a loan to artisans. It is for the loan for the artisans or handicraft persons who are working, artisan of handicraft and handloom cottage industries here. Low rate of interest loan is provided. Purchasing a raw material or purchasing instrument for them, this loan has been provided here. So Jyoti Gramoday Vikas Yojana, this objective of this planning is to provide self-employment opportunities to the unemployed in the rural areas to increase the income and set up industries by giving them economic help. Subsidies for establishing industries or even industrial plant implement electricities that has been implements electricities and regarding purchasing of a land loans has been given in a low rate. Bajpayee Bankable Yojana. So Bajpayee Bankable Yojana here, under this program, urban and rural unemployment of ages group of 18 to 65 who are educated till 4th standard are given training, so they may set up an industry to carry out a traditional craft here. Bajpayee Bankable Yojana. 14 number, Agro business policy. So under this Yojana, through this state government has implemented the plan to provide employment to 10 lakhs people by setting up agro foods processing units and along with helping export of a processed food products to the poverty may be reduced here. So as agriculture products and agro food products are processed, packaged and exported into the foreign country where more people can engage and they can earn money and poverty can reduce here. Okay, question number 2. Look, discuss the detail the steps taken a government poverty alleviation program and under agriculture sector. Okay, agriculture sector एंड ग्रामोदय टू भारत उदय. एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर के अंदर कौन कौन से लिए गए वो लिखना है, और ग्रामोदय टू भारत उदय जो हमने इससे पहले भी डिस्कस किया पोवर्टी एलिवेशन प्रोग्राम जो है उनको एक्सप्लेन करना है यहाँ पर. नाउ प्रोग्राम अंडर एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर जो ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस किए वही प्रोग्राम या फिर से प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना. सो दिस योजना इम्पोर्टेंस इज गिवन टू इरिगेशन फैसिलिटीज. इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी शुड रिच एवरी पार्ट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर लैंड. जो इससे पहले सब डिस्कस किया वही आंसर यहाँ पर है. क्वेश्चन ही ऐसा है. ओके, ड्रिप इरिगेशन सिस्टम शुड बी यूज्ड अलोंग विद द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ अ स्मॉल बिग मीडियम साइज चेक डैम्स एंड कम्बाइंड वाटर प्रॉब्लम हियर. इसका डिस्कशन नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं सिर्फ रीड कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि ऑलरेडी हमने ये कर चुके हैं. सो प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना, प्राइम मिनिस्टर क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस स्कीम. अंडर दिस योजना क्रॉप insurance is given to the farmer here, and farmers are to be helped at the time of natural calamities by providing the economic support. Third, Rashtriya Peyjal Karyakram, National Drinking Water program. Under this program, like providing water to every field, improving existing canal network, soil erosion, stop the soil erosion, new tube wells for tribal prevention of salinities have been implemented here. So program of digging ponds, watershed development, construction of a tank, planting trees and shrubs, renovations of check dams has been started under this program here. E-Nam Yojana, electronic market related. Under this program, agriculture market has been set up for the farmers, in which farmers may get the products listed. Online trader may bid from any place here. Now Gramoday से भारत उदय here. ग्रामोदय से भारत उदय एक सेकंड क्वेश्चन सेकंड का सेकंड वर्ड है. So through this program help is provided to farm to protect the crop from wild animal, and economic help is provided to build fencing to protect their crops here. So help is also provided for productions of grass for cattle at the time of a crisis or drought, and the help of a construction for cattle shelter here. So set up a new testing laboratory for productions of a cotton, pulses, spices, management to see that farmers get to suitable price. Question number 3 here, give information about the efforts made by government to reduce poverty. What efforts has been made by government to reduce poverty. Okay, what steps has been taken by the government to reduce poverty here? So after the independence, government has given a thrust to development of a large scale and heavy and key industry, along with the slogan Garibi Hatao, remove poverty here. So for the development in agriculture, green revolution and land reforms has been implemented here. So to remove that poverty, a number of reforms has been done in agriculture sector, green revolutions. Another is a land reforms, ownership of land, transformation of lands. That regarding a land ceiling act, land tilling act has been implemented. So farmer can become the owners of a land here. So in order to remove the disparity of income, differentiate of income, government framed such type of a taxation policy. So that taxation policies has been framed here. So those who are the poor may get accommodated essential rate पर जो अच्छे rate के अंदर कम rate के अंदर मिल पाए for their life, and production of such commodities increase here. So लग्जरियस के लिए उसको टैक्सेशन बढ़ा दिए गए, जो बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके लिए टैक्स कम कर दिए और टैक्स पे किए, उसकी वजह से उसका प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ पाए. So for this strategies was made, even that strategy was made to provide essential commodities to the poor people through the fair price shops. FPS, fair price shops, has been open here, and the provided food grains to the people under the public distribution system, PDS. Now government implemented many programs like a land ceiling act. तो those were the land lords or land owners, उसके पास से ज़्यादा land थी वो लेकर, जो farmers were the landless farmers, those who are working there, उनको ये land को transfer किया गया. Land ceiling act, regulation of a tenancy act, security of a cultivating right, security with those persons who are doing agriculture, security to the land, the crops has been given to them, so that there may be improvement in the conditions of a poor farmer here. Now government has announced that policies to encourage agro-based industries such as cattle rearing, dairy industries, pisciculture, fisheries. Pisciculture comes with the fisheries, and afforestation has been increased here. So more people can engage and earn money here. It helps in order to develop a small irrigation scheme, household industries, cottage industries, small scale industries has been implemented here. Arrangement have been made for many household industry, so that there is an increase in employment in a rural area here. Household industry, cottage industries has been started, so number of people can be employed in rural areas. So government has improved in the structure of educations, like they made improvement in educations, health facilities, residence, employment, even family planning, communications. This kind of facility has been improved here in the villages areas. Now it has improved the irrigation facilities, road connectivities, crops protection, skills and training, and agriculture sector developed bank loans for the obtaining seeds, fertilizers, etc. That has also been improved, this kind of facility in the in the rural areas. So it has started school at the villages to provide education. School has been opened in the village areas. Even the secondary and high secondary school have been opened at a close distance. 2-3-4 जो प्राइमरी स्कूल है उसके बीच में एक सेकेंडरी हाई सेकेंडरी स्कूल की शुरुआत की गई. इवन बाय स्टार्टिंग अ कॉलेज एट द क्लोज डिस्टेंस, हायर एजुकेशन के लिए ग्रेजुएशन के कॉलेजेस की शुरुआत होगी. क्रिएटेड टू प्रोवाइड टेक्निकल एंड वोकेशनल एजुकेशन के लिए भी कोर्सेज शुरू हुए, डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज शुरू किए, ITI कोर्सेज शुरू किए गए, एंड ट्रेनिंग सेंटर हैज बीन ओपन इन द रूरल एरियाज. So they are encouraged by given a motivation in the form of economic help. So the army students are motivated to get admissions into the school, colleges and higher education. So for that there scholarships, facilities of fees, facilities of fees waivers and the kind of facilities, reductions in residential school here, that promoting a girls education that has been implemented here. Many programs for women empowerment have been started to make a woman self-reliant and economical here. Fourth number, explain detailed schemes and programs undertaken by the government to reduce unemployment program, main four, जो unemployment program, okay, whatever the programs, schemes of a government to reduce unemployment. So programs जो दिए गए 506 पॉइंट, बड़े बड़े पॉइंट्स दिए गए, बड़े बड़े पैराग्राफ है, उसमें से यहाँ पर लिए हैं. So problem of unemployment is weakest one of the link of our planning here. So planning commissions is one of the weakest link in our planning commission. Many effect steps has been taken by the government, which are as follows. Some of the are here. Look at new fields should be open for the fast and balanced economic development, along with development in agriculture sector. Along with agriculture sector development, and small and household industry, cottage industry should also be developed here. So agriculture sector, small house industry को भी development करना है. So in order to increase employment, government has started giving economic help, education, open training centers through the different scheme has been open, so that most of people can get a training and can get a employment here. So government should stress on the development of a unit using labor intensive, those units which are require more labor. That kind of industry should be open here, so more person can be engaged and employment can be generated here. So for the production of a consumer goods, small cottage industry, Gramoday Gramoday to handloom and handicraft skill that has to be open here. More number of people may be employed in rural areas by bringing a new lands under the cultivation. How can engage more people? So we can bring those who are the land which are not useful for the agricultures. जो अनअरेबल लैंड एरिया है उसको हम एग्रीकल्चर के अंदर ट्रांसफर करके यूज कर सकते हैं. अरेंजिंग वाटर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फॉर फील्ड, check dam, construction of a check dam, ponds, canals, tubewell, poultries, fisheries, cattle rearing, okay, even a dairy industries program of afforestation that should be carried out, and more people can engage in the activities and can generate the employment here. See, in order to decrease the educated unemployment and unemployment among youth, skills should be developed and employment should be provided as per the qualifications here. So to reduce educated unemployment, a kind of a skill training is provided here. Even as per their qualification, employment should be provided to them, jobs should be provided to them. Even the labor ministries of India, governments, state government have implemented ambitious program like a Make in India project, Skill India's and Digital India's has been started. Okay, under the Make in India, the products has been prepared in India, they were produced in India, then can be exported in foreign countries here. So a small startup, under the startup has been started. Even loan की ज़रूरत है तो startup के लिए loan भी government provide करती है. So enthusiasm and work capacity of a youth along industrial development can increase here. Now, loss of employment opportunity is there in the computer technology. So information technology, pharmaceuticals, business management, packaging and processing, outsourcing, marketing, catering, event management, office management, house management, share stock market, etc. Still more opportunities are there for the employment here. So this area should be much more developed, when people can be engaged in this activity, youth can be engaged in this activity or in these areas here. So answer the following questions point wise. Again, these are the long answers. Okay, what is poverty? What are the characteristics of people living in a below poverty line? What does mean of a poverty? And the peoples, what are the characteristics of people who live in a poverty? What the meaning of a poverty is given. Okay, people who are unable to satisfy their basic and essential requirement, जरूरी जो चीज वस्तु है रिक्वायरमेंट वो पूरी नहीं कर पाते of a life, such a food which has essential requirement of a people. Food, clothes, shelter, education and health, these are considered essential and basic needs of a people. If they are not able to satisfy this essential or the basic requirement, basic needs, the services are known as a poor. Known as a poverty. The conditions peoples in the peoples known as a poor here. So these services are known as a poverty here. This condition is known as a poverty here. So common features of a people living below poverty line are as follows. Common characteristic, okay, common characteristics or common features those people who live into this poverty here. Look at people who is not able to get 2 meals a day, okay, 2 meals a day. When people suffer from problems of unavailabilities of dwelling places, they do not have the dwelling place, मतलब रहने के लिए उसके पास घर नहीं होता है. They are forced to live in shabby and slum areas. Shabby is gutter, shabby area, slum area वाला जो एरिया विस्तार होता है, एरियाज होता है, वहाँ पर वो रहता है. स्लम ज़्यादातर inside of a road, side of a road, railway track, maybe under the bridge here, and in this area they used to live here. Shabbies, वहाँ पर क्लीनेस मतलब गंदगी वहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा रहती है, ज़्यादा एरिया के अंदर वहाँ पर ज़्यादा लोग रहते हैं. ओके, देयर इनकम इज लेस देन डिटरमाइंड एक्सपेक्टेड इनकम. एक्सपेक्टेड इनकम से मतलब कंपेयरिंग टू अदर पीपल इसकी इनकम बहुत ही कम रहती है. The lifespan is less than national average of life expectancy. Life expectancy जो होती है दूसरे की, उसका लाइफ स्पैन इसका कम रहता है. Generally they are illiterate and very often they suffer from various diseases due to the lack of nutrition. So due to the lack of nutrition they suffer from various diseases here. They do not have the nutritious foods daily here, so they suffer from various diseases here. So children who have waken up the responsibility of looking after the families at the age when they were supposed to study here. So छोटे बच्चे होते हैं वो भी उसके काम के लिए लगा दिए जाते हैं फैमिली के अंदर. It was a time to studies, so it was a time of children to study, to take education. At the time they were working somewhere else here. So as a family को मदद कर रहे हैं, कहीं पर काम के लिए वो जा रहे हैं. So death rate is high in this due to the malnutrition, because nutrition foods are not, diseases are spread and number of people may die. Okay, number 2, explain poverty in India. So Planning Commission of India declare per capita expenditure for rural area 860 rupees, and which means 4,080 per family expenditure here. It means here, so a family means 5 person in a family here. Family is a 5 person in a family here. So per capita expenditure for urban areas as 1,000, which means 5,000 for families. These are the minimum criteria has been taken for expenditure in a rural and urban area. So on the basis of a new criteria, number of poor has reduced to 27 crore in 2011-12 and rate of poverty has reduced to 21.9% in the poverty ratio here, and in the ratio of a total populations. So in 2009 and 10 ratio of poverty in relations to populations on India was 29.8%, thus approximately 35.7 crore people were living in a poverty here. In this you find answer, you find only data are given here. So according to the one report of World Bank India, total populations was approximately 121 crore 2010 11, and these are the data. Out of 32.7% people living in a below poverty line, which make 45.6 crore people in India was a poor in 2010 year. And another data is about UNDPs in 2015 they published here on the base of 11-12 in population was 21.92% here. It means about out of total poor, that is 26.93 crore people was poor, and out of that 21.65 crore people in the rural area, 25.7%, and only 5.28 crore people in urban areas in the poverty line. Chhattisgarh is the poorest state of India, 36.93% poverty. Goa, which has the lowest poverty here, 5.09%, lowest poverty rate. In Gujarat, the proportion of poverty is 16.63%. Chhattisgarh, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Manipur, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Odisha, we have a more than 30% of poverty ratios in India here. What are the reasons of originations of poverty? What are the reasons, what are the causes why the poverty is originated here? Now the origin of poverty is more deep rooted in a village, rural areas. Most of poverty is we found in a rural areas compared to the urban. Following are the reason. So following are reason: number one, decrease in income from agriculture sector because of insufficient development in a field here. So decrease in agriculture sector because of the agriculture sector was not developed here. Agriculture or insufficient agricultural facilities there. Lack of alternative employment apart from the farming. So almost all the farmers they engaged, all the person engaged in farming activity, they do not have any other skill, or there was no any opportunity to work in other business here. So lack of knowledge regarding other employment, education, skill and training. So they have a lack of knowledge regarding even the lack of education. They do not have the training in rural area to work in other work other than the agriculture sector. Increase in a debt as a result of excessive expenditure because of a caste systems. So in a villages caste system, because of caste system orthodoxy, their tradition and customs, they need to follow certain rituals in the societies there. So for they to fulfill that rituals, they need to take the money with someone else here. इसके पास पैसे नहीं होते फिर भी दूसरे के पास से पैसे लेके वो रिचुअल उसको करना पड़ता है. इसकी वजह से debt on the farmers has increased here. So due to ignoring necessities and economic welfare of poorest sections of the society during formation of economic policies. So when economic policies was formed here, these societies or poor societies has been ignored here. They're not given more importance like the other societies here. So due to the illiteracy, the poor are not be able to get proper benefits of a government scheme. So the scarcity of food grains and price rise because of which people could not get meals in a twice day because of a scarcity of food grains and price has been increased. So those who are the poor people, they were not able to purchase food grains and the twice in a day they are not able to get a food here. So because of execution of economic reforms, rural economic collapse. Economic reforms took place in India 1991-92. So that because of that, in new industries has been open here, privatizations done here. Because of that, economic collapse, cottage industries, small industries broke down here. Migrations increased to the rural to the urban areas. And so income of agriculture sector decreased here. Expenditure on health increased, although the income was static, but expenditure of medicine increased here. So expenditure on health increased, although that income was static, income was not increased. That expenditure has been increased here. So on the medicines or in other ways, that expenditure has increased here. So there was an increase in population growth. Population growth increase हुआ. Death rate with decrease. Population increased, death rate decrease here. So average lifespan of increase here. So the supply of labor in the market increase here. Number of people, number of laborers in supply increase here. But the demand of laborers was not increase here. So जो डिमांड थी लेबर की, जो डिमांड थी वो इतनी ज़्यादा नहीं थी. उसके सामने जितने मार्केट के अंदर जो लेबर्स है वो ज़्यादा था. उसकी वजह से क्या हुआ? Unemployment increase here. Thus poverty is also increased. Fourth number, what are the steps taken by the government for social securities and for the food securities here? So under the Ma Annapurna Yojana program, absolute poor families and people living below poverty line in city and villages areas, 35 kg food grains per family every month, month by Gujarat government, which provide free of cost to the poor people here. So the poor peoples of middle class are given 5 kg food grains at the lower rate. Like what was the rate? What is the rate? In which wheat is given to rupees 2 per kg and rice rupees 3 per kg at the fair price. So under this Ma Annapurna Yojana. Explain the poor live in a rich India. We can say the poor live in rich India. So India is bestowed with natural resources. We have lots of natural resources in a large quantities here. So X is a prosperous and a natural raw material. In a natural raw material, what the raw material, we have resources, we have lots of resources, we have a raw material, but they are not utilized properly here because of lack of abilities to make a worth of profit from that, lack of education, lack of training, skill, defective planning. Since years, these natural resources have not been utilized properly as a best way here. So they were extend of the welfare of a people, extend of for the welfare of a people to these resources has not been used or not utilized properly. So that as a result, the proportions of poverty has not reduced here. So we can say that poor live in a rich India, poor live in a wealthy India. State the reason for unemployment. What are the reasons of unemployment here? Okay, following are the main reasons responsible for increasing unemployment in India. Like increase in populations here. So increase in a population, number of reasons why unemployment increase in India. One is an increase in population, theoretical knowledge, only practical, they do not have a practical skill, lack of a practical knowledge, lack of a technical knowledge or skill, failure in providing complete employment, irregularities in rainfall in agriculture area, losing interest in agriculture sector, improper irrigation facilities, lack of alternative employment during the times of other than agriculture seasons here. So other than the agriculture, they do not have any other options. So those who know the agriculture cultivation करते हैं उसके बाद दूसरा option है, they do not have the skill or training also here. Some other points, weak conditions of cottage industry, small industries, household industries and small scale industries, okay, that weak condition of it. Caste systems and joint family systems, people are forced to follow traditional business or family business here. Lack of courage to set up new businesses. Immobility of labors which are not easily available here. Low growth rate of industrial development. So less rate of saving tendency. So these are the reasons of unemployment in India here. 7 number, state the effects of unemployment. What are the effects of unemployment here? So problems of unemployment is the weakest link of our planning, and the challenging problems has mainly affected in educated youth here. And another, as a result, their lost attitudes of interest towards studied, negative effects has been पढ़ने के बाद भी उसको जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है. Those who are graduated, post graduated, have enough degrees, training, still not able to get education. So has a negative impact on it. Effect on social and mental conditions is seen among unemployed here. And when they become disappointed psychologically, mentally they become disappointed here. If they remain unemployed for the long time, so they got involved in anti-social activities. They are unemployed to earn money. They are engaged in anti-social activities, immoral activities like drug trafficking, selling of drugs. पैसे कमाने के लिए वो ड्रग्स भी सेल करने लगता है. Illegal activities may involve here, may involve in robberies, recovering ransoms can be carried out. Okay, so increase in the social and economic inequalities is there. Class discriminations begin fall in a living standards here. Increase in social and economic inequalities, class discrimination begin to even fall in living standard. When price rise join unemployment, conditions of the poor, unemployment becomes more narrowing and pathetic. He turns towards narcotic drugs and other conditions, addictions here. So when the price rise increase, price rise there, and in that condition, poor become more poor here, and unemployment also cause narrowing in the pathetic conditions of people, and people may engage in kind of activities here. Thus, unemployment has proved to be deadly for individual, family, as well as a economy of a country here. Answer the following questions briefly. Relative poverty and absolute poverty. Explain relative poverty and absolute poverty here. These are the two Okay, these are the way to measurement of a poverty here. So absolute poverty, those people of a society who are not able to purchase a basic necessities for life, foods, grain, pulses, milk, vegetation, lowest market rates are said to be absolute poor, totally poor. Those who are not able to purchase okay, the basic requirement, basic needs, which are the basic food, grains, pulses, milk, vegetables in the lowest market rate, maybe वो खरीद नहीं पाते, तो that persons are comes under absolute poor here. Now relatively poor comparison with some other persons who are the poor here. So in a society, a society has a different income group, number of people who live in society, different people has a different income. Along them some group has a low income, बहुत सारे ऐसे ग्रुप होते हैं जिसकी कम इनकम होती है, बहुत सारे की ज़्यादा इनकम होती है कंपेरिजन टू वन अदर हियर. So such groups is considered to be relatively poor. Thus concept of a more prevalent in this developed country here. Society में बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, comparing to the other person, one is a poor here, one has a less income. Example is given. Suppose three person A, B, C, they earn 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 respectively. Okay. Now, so as the income of A is less, so income of A is less than relative to B here. Okay, A की इनकम देखा जाए कि B and C से तो कमी है उसकी, B से तो कमी है उसकी, so A is less than B. Person A is considered to be poor. जो comparison से देखा जाए तो A जो है उसकी 10,000 है, तो वो comparatively poor माना जाता है. In the same way, A and B is less relative C. If we comparing C से comparison किया जाए तो A and B दोनों poor है. Okay, A and B ये दोनों poor है किससे? C से. So they are considered as a poor here. So explain about agro business policy here. So through the agro business policy 2016, state government has implemented the plan to provide employment to 10 lakhs people by setting up agro food processing unit. So agro food processing unit should be set up, more people again engaged in the kind of activities, and okay, export of products can be done, processing of food products, so there may poverty may be reduced here. Agro business policy के through poverty reduce कर सकते हैं, can be okay. Third number, clarify Manrega program. Again the detailed answer of Manrega. So पहले था वही मनरेगा प्रोग्राम, यहाँ पर पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. So employment oriented मनरेगा program has been become popular with the slogan our village our work along with reasonable prices here. So objective of a मनरेगा is to enhance livelihood of families or adult living rural areas, state who can do physical labor through unskilled but are willing to work. For this purpose, one person from every family is guaranteed wage employment for at least 100 days, okay, 7 hours per day in a financial year. That already we have discussed in previous. In this work, like a different works has been carried out to provide the work of 100 days का जो काम कैसे provide करे उसको, तो अलग अलग काम करवाया जाता है villages के अंदर. Construction of a personal toilet, personal wells, work okay, leveling the land, plain area, horticulture, labor work, Indira Awas Yojana, cattle shed, making organic manure, shed for a cock and okay, goats, yards for dyeing a fish, okay, works related to the water and storage, trees, plantations and roads are included in this work. Yeah? The peoples of the rural areas are engaged in the various work. What is industrial unemployment? So in the industrial field, anyone has to be remain unemployed for a short term or long term due to the change taking place in industrial sector. Change taking place in industrial sector, which are the changes like implementation of a new industry, new machineries implemented here, change of a technology in the industry की वजह से लोगों को unemployment रहना पड़ता रहता है. So the peoples or workers, laborers who become unemployed. So this situation is called the industrial unemployment. Explain the idea of a world labor market. World labor market. So when change of a labor is there among the nations of a world is called world labor. World labor market में इंडिया के लेबर बाहर की कंट्री में अवेलेबल होते हैं, बाहर के लेबर यहाँ के अवेलेबल. लेबर ये मीन्स वर्कर्स, engineers, service providers. Okay, these are all are considered as a labor here. So when laborers migrate from one country to another for the employment here, generally they migrate, like India से दूसरी country में जाते हैं काम के लिए for the business, training or higher education, is called the movement of a labor at an international level. Now, workout of a brain power of a educational knowledge. Generally, the educated person or knowledgeable persons, they workout में इंडिया से बाहर चले जाते हैं, दूसरी कंट्री में जाते हैं. For the even the higher technical knowledge जिसके पास होता है, in search of more, okay, in search of good jobs and to earning a good for the families here, they work out from the India here. So skill development and search of a more income, generally in search of a more income, people who migrate here. So more facility in search of a better job, brain, okay, drains are there, brain drain, but those who are intellectual person, educated persons, they are migrating, moving to the migration in different country. So brain drain or migration of an international level happens in this. Now, because of increasing social status, recently country-wise mobilities of labor become popular in the noteworthy manner here. So, country-wise mobilities are also been increasing. Mobility and migration here. So, in the present time, demand for the peoples having a knowledge, skill in the information technology, communication technology, biotechnology, computer and medicines has been increased here. So, migration also happen here. So many countries are appointing such people who have specific qualification and skill and training and expertise, and experts has been appointed in various work on various job. Now these are the MCQ here. Look at it. Which state in India has a highest rate of poverty? Highest rate of poverty, Chhattisgarh. What was the rate of poverty in India 2011 and 12? What was the rate of poverty in India in 11 and 12? So what was it? That 26.93% in crore. Okay, third number, which scheme has been started to connect women's empowerment, skill development training, self-employment and market here? So that Misal Mangal Yojana, C started here. We C, B and C here. So for C, second B and third C. Now fourth number here. In which Indian state is the rate of unemployment found to be highest? So Kerala. Okay. Fifth number, which scheme was implemented under the Food Security Act in Gujarat here? The Food Security Act के through कौन सा योजना implement? So Ma Annapurna Yojana. Number 6, which scheme encourage employment youth with new ideas to become an entrepreneur and get self-employed? So that is a Make in India. 7 number. In institutions, so the institute which the institute which register unemployed persons to eradicate unemployment, the employment exchange center here. So 4th C, you can see 4th C, 5A, 6A and 7th A. Okay, this is exercise of lesson number 17. I hope you like these videos. If you have any queries, you can send me in the comment box. Okay, जो बाकी वीडियो है मैं जल्दी अपलोड करूंगा, बाकी है जो भी अपलोड होते रहेंगे. और अपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और अपने फ्रेंड के साथ शेयर कीजिए. थैंक यू.